do, do. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. I know that was a little dizzying, right? So sorry. Where's Piper here? And guess where I am? I'm having the best day despite the rain because I was in that again. I guess that's going to be inevitable this whole trip to at least get off the East Coast because it was coming down like something crazy. It puddled on my tank bag like beside, and it was just there like it was just a mess. But anywho, I was going down the road and I was like, let me get gas. And so I got off and I forget what was on the radio. Oh, it was Power Glide by who are those guys? Ray Schmurder and him. I love that song. Anyway, and I was jamming, so I was at the light, of course, doing my dancey dance because that's just what I do. And Creeper saw me, like, so he just saw somebody on the bike at the light, and he was like, "That looked like Piper." And then he looked at my helmet, which is a very distinctive helmet, and I have the little light on the back. And so he came over to the gas station. He said, "That is Piper." So of course he stayed and he talked, and he was making deliveries. He works at O'Reilly's, and I was telling him, about my journey this time. And so I said, "Oh, I probably do need to stop at O'Reilly's or AutoZone or something because I need to change my oil." So you guys know I left from Nova Scotia, Maine this morning. So I'm stopping. Kansas is my first stop that's halfway through. And so when I stopped, I was just going to do it then. So I was going to get all the things. But I'm like, I don't want to carry all that stuff. I don't really have space on the bike. So I need to get it as close to the close, like close to 9 o'clock as I can. But then I start thinking, oh, I got to get the bolts and like all this other stuff. So anyway, running. Then our good friend, Mr. Mystic Night to himself, Jimmy Jam, has his own shop. Like, he's like, call Jimmy because he's the man. Like, what are you talking about? That's like, oh, I forgot. So I was going to call Jimmy and ask him to put the oil change stuff together for me so I can just come pick it up. And he was like, girl, if you don't just get the oil change now, that makes more sense. And I told him that I was going to help him because obviously I'm an authorized repair person myself, and this is what I do when I work on bikes. Meanwhile, he's probably already through it. He done checked the tire pressure and everything else, and I'm just walking around. Much help, right? Jimmy, you need help, right?
No, I'm good.
He's like, girl, no. I need you to get out the way.
Walk in there.
Walking where?
Just don't walk in there.
Oh.
There's stuff hiding back there you can't see.
That is the forbidden area. But yeah, Baby Shark's doing really well right now. We hit Baby Shark hit 170,000 miles right now. So he's probably like, girl, I'm getting over it. But we're gonna make it to Ensenada and then up to Canada and do the good stuff. He's doing really, really well. Look at him. He need wash though. But at least now I don't have to worry about that part, and this should get me there and home. And then I'll get an oil change then. Also, remember my lights? This light is out. Remember we were looking at that? So I ordered them, and I thought that I would just be able to put it on and reconnect it. How about this is what this connection looks like. This connection's like this, and the connection is here already. Looks like this, and I literally ordered the same light that I had already. Like, I went to my cart, to my past orders, and ordered the same thing, and this is what they sent. So because I was going to work on that while he was working on that, and I can't even do it. I can't do it. Then so I ordered the brackets. I ordered heavy duty brackets so that I can unzip tie that, but I'll wait, I guess, till I get to Mexico probably and have a chance to like sit down and do that so that I'm not rushing and it gets done the right way. But that light being out is why the cop stopped me in Canada. Did I tell y'all that? So leaving, where was I leaving? Oh, leaving Montreal. I was like, dang, I've been in Canada so many times already. Leaving Montreal on the way to New Hampshire. I was riding, so naturally, when I'm riding, there was a motorcycle on the shoulder. So I put and like this, it was early morning and the sun was coming up and it was in, our face. So I just saw a motorcycle on the shoulder. So, I put my thumb up like to, make sure they're good. And then as I got closer, I saw he had the neon vest on, and I was like, oh shoot, that's the cop. So I just waved like, my bad, I didn't obviously know you were the police, so I know that you're good. How can I help you, Then so he pulled out shortly after that, and I was on the phone with my dad. I'm like, Dad, the cop came from the shoulder, like I waved at him. I wonder, and then my dad was saying something else, and so in my mind I'm just thinking, why did he turn his lights on? I was like, oh my God, am I in trouble for waving at the police? Like, is that like taboo in Canada? Like, is that a bad thing? So I'm like, Dad, I gotta call you back. I'm being pulled over. He said, what you mean you're being pulled over? I said, Dad, the police are stopping me. A motorcycle cop was on the side. I waved at him and now he's behind me. So I gotta call you back. Why was my dad still talking and the cop was just standing beside me? I'm like, I'm mouthing to him like, my dad, I'm sorry. So I'm like, Dad, I'll call you right back. He's like, just tell him you're talking to your dad and he'll let you go. I said, Dad, goodbye. I'll talk to you later. So I get off the phone. So then I'm like, sorry. I said, I didn't know that you were a cop. I just saw the bike on the shoulder, and I always put my thumb up to see if they need help, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait, I guess I should ask you what I'm being stopped for first before I just start blabbing. He was like, your light is out. And I was like, my light? So then I get off the bike because I'm like, damn, is that illegal in Canada? Because dude, I'm about to get a ticket because I was like, these are auxiliary lights. I put those on myself. I'll pull them things off, and my real lights that came with the bike are right. And he was like, no, I just wanted to tell you so that you knew, so you could be safe. I was like, oh, that was so nice. So I did not get in trouble. He was just telling me that my light was out. I was like, dang, that's what they mean. Like, women just, I just started spilling the beans, and I guess I just felt guilty because I was like, was I speeding? So I'm like looking at my odometer because I never can make the conversion from kilometers to miles per hour. So if I don't have my one phone out that does it for me, I'm just guessing, so that's what I thought happened. But anywho, I'll just ramble, but I wanted to give you guys an update. So we're at the shop for all your motorcycle needs when you're in, this is like Maple Heights, right?
Oakwood.
Was it?
Suburb of Cleveland.
You go for it?
Oakwood.
All your so see, there's another one right there. How you doing, Mr. Motorcycle Man? And he's just waving. For all your motorcycle needs, you need to come to JRJ's Bike Shop. Let's go to the door because there's information on it. These are the hours of operations. We're right here. I forget what exit I got off. Oh, 23B. And we're right here across from Circle K. It's the old Doherty's. So if you look up Doherty's, you'll get the addresses, but that is not the name of the shop. It's the old Doherty's. So it's on the corner of Weber and Forbes, right across from Circle. Come see my man Jimmy Jam. Forbes and Weber, the old Doherty's, JRJ's Bike Shop. Does good things. Okay, I'm going to sign off because we're almost done here. I probably should have been taking the time to sit down and relax, but y'all know that's not something that I really do. But I think I'm gonna do that right now. So I'll talk to you later. Jimmy, you want to tell them something? At the corner of Forbes and Weber.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right. So come see them. Later, Gators. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and most of all, commenting, because I love to talk to you guys. But look at what's happening to my hands, and I just washed them, so that's why they're ashy. But look at that already. That's that rain and stuff. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later for real, because I'll just keep going. Bye.